Creativity is an addiction. Companies like Amazon, even Walmart, they love the idea that you love other people's creativity because you're going to continue buying the products that they have available. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally Uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. My grandmother used to make this sound all the time. That was her way of saying, I don't know what the hell is going on, but man, it just doesn't look or smell right. What sort of sounds do you make that you've picked up along the way? I know that even while I'm yawning, I feel like my grandma Dobrins is right here with me because I don't just yawn, I go, you feel that? Yeah, that's my grandma Dobrins. She's making her way through my life. It's kind of interesting how your past becomes your present. But what if your past is clouded and overtaken by things that you shouldn't have done? How do you keep it from gaining access to your present? I write. I'm a daily writer. I spill this stuff onto a page and walk away because that's just the way I breathe. I learned that trick from The Artist Way from Julia Cameron, which is a great place of study. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. Today we're reading from April 13th, 2023. Locating the space to let it go. We are all trying to live that life. Locating the space to let it go. We constantly find ourselves locked in an excuse. We can't do this because, well, something's standing in my way of the next level of play. I can't do that. I just can't do that. During the COVID lockdown, my wife and I were doing something really good. It was a thing called the Swedish death cleaning. If it has no value to you or someone in your family, let it go. We stopped because the trash cans became too full too fast. And then, just yesterday, this is 3 years later, we discovered this thing called the foxhole. Take your excess weight there. Rid your world of the mess that you're leaving behind. So, over the next couple of weeks, maybe months, maybe a year, we're going to be concentrating on thinning out the collected, which also includes years of radio tapes and tools which no longer can be used in the industry. Between us, you know what it's like to let something of personal value go. You get emotional. That connection has to be broken. Every home has too much to hold. Then one day, a family member or a friend is stuck cleaning up where you once stood up. It's just not fair to the future. Grandma Dobrins. Locating a space to let it go. Now, it's interesting that I bring up Grandma Dobrins because I do remember going into her home after her transition. And I do remember my mother discovering things that she had no idea that her mother had. And it was a moment where she goes, I don't know why they kept all of this. And I wonder if that's not going to happen in the household that my family has in Montana now that my father and my mother have transitioned. Has anybody gone into their closets, into their crawl spaces, and have they said, oh my God, what were they thinking? Why did they save this? The one person that was protecting it was my sister, who just recently passed about a month ago. So now I wonder, her sons, will they be the ones that walk into that area that is drastically cluttered with history of collected everything? Because I know my mom and my father collected everything. Where I stand right now, and I know where you stand right now, we've got to create space. Because if we don't create space, we know in our hearts through experience that someone's going to say, what? I had no idea. And see, the thing is, you're not going to be there to defend yourself. One day, a family member or friend is going to be stuck cleaning up where you once stood up. It's not fair. Begin a journey. The Swedish death cleaning is very real. I don't like the title. I don't. But that's what it's called. Look it up. Begin the process of cleaning up your mess. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.